And Magic still chirping away. Said many a TV job, been terrible at just about all of them, but he keeps getting opportunities on television. So Magic popped up on the boob tube recently and criticized LeBron James' roster management. And if you didn't hear this, and maybe not, Magic pointed the finger at LeBron. Now, his gripe, Magic's complaint, was for not bringing DeMar DeRozan to the Lakers. DeRozan's had a very good season in Chicago this year, and DeRozan, according to Magic, wanted to play for the Lakers. His agent had contacted Magic Johnson, burning the midnight oil there to broker the deal. Needing Magic's help, Magic said he contacted the Lakers to give them the message. And, well, here's Magic going blow by blow here on the Entertainment and Sports Network explaining what happened.
Because DeRozan wanted to play for the Lakers. And when I got the call from his agent, I called the Lakers, said, hey, he wants to come home. And DeRozan could have been a Laker instead of a Bull. We could have made that deal. But when Russell and LeBron and them started talking, that's when they nixed that deal and went with Westbrook, and he became a Laker instead of DeRozan.
All right, so there, Magic laid it all out. He said the problem was when Russell and LeBron started talking. That nixed the deal. Magic says if they had signed DeRozan and traded for Buddy Hield back at the turn of the century, the Lakers would be in the Western Conference Championship. He didn't say finals, he said championship this year with those two guys. All right, so there's a lot going on here with this. Let's get into it. The question, is this legitimate criticism or is it nitpicking from Magic Johnson? So after a thorough minutes-long MALLER investigation, I have broken the code. Believe it or not, this is nitpicking by Magic. It's not legitimate criticism. I'm going to explain why. I'm going to make my elevator pitch why this is not legit. I've got Dolly Parton, Pigeonholed, and Jalopy. And we will combine all of these things together and make the Baba Ganoush. We're going to make the Baba Ganoush is what we're going to do. So to tip off here, I, as much as anyone, love to poke the king. I love to make fun of LeBron James, and we do it all the time here. He is a convenient target.
Well, I'm the king.
That's right. He's a fun punching bag. LeBron deserves plenty of shame for his offseason roster management game. No one is questioning that. But even though it was chaotic, sloppy, and shambolic, despite that, Magic Johnson is the wrong messenger. He's the wrong messenger. He's listening to that old Dolly Parton song, Oh, He's Everywhere, because that's what Magic is. He's helter-skelter. When it comes to the Lakers, Magic Johnson is here, there, and everywhere. Let me present my evidence why this is nitpicking by Magic Johnson and not legitimate criticism. All right, here we go. Let's flash back in the hot tub time machine. Magic Johnson fully endorsed the Lakers trade for Russell Westbrook at the time it was made. And now that it is a full-on debacle, it's the hand grenade you didn't throw, it blew up in your hand. Now that has happened, Magic Johnson is doing some revisionist history. He's now claiming, well, they should have signed DeMar DeRozan, and if that had happened, the Lakers would be fine. It's horse crap. I have the receipts. We go back, July 29th, the summer of 2021, with full COVID pandemic restrictions in most places. Magic Johnson made a phone call. And he had someone send out a tweet. The tweet said, Laker Nation, the blockbuster trade that brings Russell Westbrook to the Lakers is very exciting and will definitely make the Lakers a championship contender next season. Close quote. Who goofed? I've got to know. I think we know who goofed. That's right. The Magic Man. And now that, of course, it doesn't work out, he's now pivoted to the other position. Now, we, on this show, that's one we actually got right. We were ahead of the game on this. We pointed out how silly this whole thing was with Russell Westbrook and how it had no chance to succeed. And sure enough, it was even worse than our expectations, which were low. Furthermore, theorizing that DeMar DeRozan and Buddy Hield would have whispered sweet nothings in the years of LeBron James and the Lakers would have gone to the Western Conference Finals is a flawed line of thinking. It is the perfect side hustle. I say this all the time. Hypotheticals are wonderful. You win 1,000% of the time on hypotheticals because you're never wrong with a hypothetical. It can't be disproven or proven. So just go with it. DeMar DeRozan has had a career renaissance in Chicago. Now, he was never that bad, but he has played at a different level for the Bulls. And as the big man on campus in the Windy City, he has helped fuel the Bulls at the running of the Bulls. They're now relevant again. The Bulls are relevant. They've been relevant a long time. I'm happy. I'm pals. I used to be pals with Chuck Swirsky, the longtime radio broadcaster who's with the Chicago Bulls, and Mr. Chicago Chuck Swirsky. Now he actually gets to call some good basketball. Hasn't had that in a while. But it's far-fetched to think that DeMar DeRozan, the player that's shown up in Chicago, that would have been a carbon copy with the Lakers. It's poppycock is what it is. I'll tell you why. DeMar DeRozan would inevitably have been a tertiary player in L.A. LeBron James is omnipresent. Anthony Davis is the side dish. That means that DeMar DeRozan would have been pigeonholed as the third wheel. He would have been not a total afterthought, but close to it. And then you've got Buddy Hield, Buddy Buckets, whose next big game will be his first big game as a pro. Buddy Buckets in the NBA, I believe he's never played in a playoff game. Of course, you don't normally play in the playoffs when you play for teams like the Pelicans, the Kings, and the Pacers. Those are the teams he's played for. So you have no idea how he would do with the spotlight on him under the immense pressure. Now, it's possibly be wonderful. You don't know what you don't know. That's the point. All right, parting shot on this. So Magic, in that diatribe, making the rounds on television, Magic also said something that caught my attention. He claimed that as a former executive in the NBA and broadcaster, the Lakers should keep LeBron, Westbrook, and Anthony Davis again next season. So are you up or down on Magic Johnson's statement the Lakers should keep LeBron, Westbrook, and Anthony Davis next season? So I am up, and away to the moon. Yes, I completely agree. I cannot agree more with another human being. As a card-carrying Laker hater, this gets the MALLER seal of approval. Come on, knock on wood if you're with me, as John Gruden said back in the day. When you have an old jalopy, and that old jalopy is leaking oil, make sure not to get the bad oil filter changed. Leave it right there. Let that oil ooze out. Makes all the sense in the world. LeBron is 37 years old. He has played only 56 games this season. Anthony Davis, better known as Street Clothes, is 29. He has the body of a 59-year-old. He's played 39 games. Russell Westbrook is 33 years old and has been nothing but an enigma with the Lakers. There's a great clip that's been bouncing around social media of all Russell Westbrook's air balls. And it is awesome. West brick. Now, some of them he does hit the backboard, but there's others that are just total air balls. And so I say run it back. I am with Magic Johnson. I'm with him. This has all the ingredients for a 4th of July pyrotechnic spectacular. Special season. High expectations. This year has been my favorite as a Laker hater. High expectations. And let's all remember, LeBron James, when he heard guys like me and the other round robin on the radio, round robin guys, speaking negatively about the Lakers, the roster that he built, heading into the season, LeBron had a simple message. He said, quote, keep that same narrative energy when the season begins. And I want LeBron to know I have honored his word. I have kept that same energy. the entire NBA season, and I will continue. I'm not going to change now. I want to honor LeBron's wishes. This is what LeBron wants for the historians. Oh, it's so great. The belle of the ball, the Lakers. With extra teams added, they are facing elimination. Tonight could be it. The Lakers play the Suns. They lose that game, and a few other things happen. It's turn out the lights. The party's over. It would be the single most embarrassing moment for an all-time great NBA player. And it's about to happen. And there's almost no way to prevent it. Man, is that going to be great to see. Oh, get your popcorn. Get your popcorn ready.